Welcome back to Youth Booth. I'm your host, Ethan Capra. Today's question is, what is the worst time? Now you might be asking, is that worst time of day, worst time of year, worst time of the week? And yeah, it is.
I'd say the worst time is about 4:23 p.m. It's the exact time of the day where I realize I haven't done anything all day, and then I start getting really sad.
So I have two I would like to share. Number one, if there is like 10 minutes left in a class, or 10 minutes or less, and you have that moment of contemplation where you're like, yeah, I could get out all of my homework and work on some of it, but at the same time, I could not. And then you just contemplate for like 3 minutes, then you're like, oh, well, there's only 7 minutes, so might as well just not. All right. And then my other one is, if you like work a closing shift at a job and then people come in like in the last 10 or 20 minutes and you basically have to like serve them because that's like what you do at your job, and you don't want to because you just like cleaned everything. And yeah, it's really annoying, especially when they leave their trash on the table and then you have to go and do extra work, okay? This happened last night. I'm really enraged about it, okay?
All right, Tristan, what time did it happen last night?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Ethan. We closed at 9. They came in at around 9:40 and left at 9:55. Oh, wait, no. 8:55. They came in 8:40, left at 8:55. We closed at 9.
I would say 6 a.m. Monday through Friday. Avriana gets up at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday to go to cross country, and without fail wakes me up every single morning. Sometimes she'll just go into my room and rustle around in my closet. It happens literally every morning, and I don't have to get up till 7.
I'd like to defend myself here and say that Grayson is a very light sleeper. I do not make much noise, and I never go in her bedroom. And I actually rarely wear her clothes to work out in. Like, the occasion is so rare that I don't think it's actually happened before.
I think my worst time, it's probably going to be like when it's two possible times. First of all, I'd like to say I agree with Tristan 100% right near the end of your shift when you're just kind of standing around not doing much, and then a bunch of people come in and you're like, why are you all here? We close in 5 minutes. Why couldn't you have come at any other point in the day? And so that's a little upsetting. And then there's also, it's like late at night and you've awoken for some reason. You look over at the clock and you see, oh boy, it's a rough time. Like, it's like 2:42 and you're like, oh geez, but then you gotta go up and use the bathroom and you're just kind of like, why am I up right now? And one last quick one is that period of time, that little maybe just 10-second burst when you're in class and you're saying something and you can look at Sam Camus and know that he's about to mention the Tupac hologram and make your day worse.
Worst in my opinion is 48 BCE when the Library of Alexandria was burned. I bet that was a pretty bad time for a lot of people, because it happened by accident. I bet a lot of people were just like, the library's burning, that's not good.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I think the worst time is when you're on your shift and rush hour just ended, so you don't know if it's about to start up again, but you also just can't like stay in formation because it's already over. And I agree with Tristan. I think the last 20 minutes nobody should be able to come in.
The objectively worst time is 1968.
I would say the worst time is when I'm all ready to go to school and I want to get there like not 5 seconds before the bell rings, but then Albert has taken a really like year-long shower and he's just like sitting in his room doing nothing, and I really want to leave, and then but he still has to like pack his lunch and eat breakfast, and then he gets mad at me when I like micromanage him, but I actually just really want to get to school.
The worst time of day for me is whenever I just got out of my 10-minute shower, which probably wasn't even 10 minutes because I only spent like 10 minutes total in the bathroom doing everything that I need to get ready for school. And then Louis comes up and is like, we gotta leave right now. And it's like 7:40. I have to go pack my lunch and like get dressed and everything, but Louis already like ready somehow. I have no idea how. And so I go out and I get everything else ready, and then we leave at the time that we usually leave, 8:15, and then we get to school at 8:45, and then I'm like, Louis, see, we just made it here on time, and you made me get ready earlier, even though we got here way earlier than we usually do on this day because there's less traffic.
My worst time is when my Adderall wears off at 5 p.m. every day, and I can feel everything again. Not in like a bad way, just like everything, every emotion or like bodily cue you've had stored up the entire day that your Adderall has put off comes all at once at 5 p.m. when I'm standing on the court in volleyball practice.
All right, I would have to say that the worst time is probably March 11th. I think that's just a rough one.
First off, I just like to say I hate Thursdays. Anytime on Thursday, I just hate it. Thursday's just annoying. Just like erase Thursday out of the calendar. Just make a longer Friday.
My least favorite time of the day is like around 4 o'clock. I think it's just sleepy time. I'm always very tired around 4, and like the sun is still out, but you're kind of like, the day just kind of feels like it's dragging on. I don't know, I've always kind of felt like 4 o'clock I could just skip that hour.
All right, and that looks like it about wraps us up for this youth booth. I think we've finally and conclusively determined what the worst time is.